Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to how to build a lead magnet landing page on Webydo. I'm your host, Yann, and today I will show you how to build and integrate an awesome landing page built with Webydo. Okay. Um, if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna separate this webinar into a few parts and answer them so that we can have time to answer. I want to show you first of all the landing page that I have built. Now, before I show you, I want to note something extremely important. I was set a time. I had to set a time on how long it will take me to build a landing page on Webydo. Okay, to have the full flexibility as if I was building something on Photoshop. Okay, except that it's exactly on Webydo. So you can see here all the elements I've been using, all CTA buttons. I've been using images, and I also made it responsive on tablet, landscape, and mobile. Okay, all of this took me a total of an hour. Now, because I had to integrate a lot of things and test it a lot, maybe on my dashboard it's going to show me that it took me a tiny bit more than an hour. But yeah, okay. So first of all, I'm just going to publish this. You're going to see that this landing page is fully responsive. Sorry. Okay, you can see that I'm scrolling now. A few bugs here, but well, bugs, small mistakes. There you go. And of course here. Okay. So today, what I'm going to concentrate on is integrating Webydo with a lot of tools. I'm going to my first section will be on how flexible it is, to show you how you can upload fonts, how flexible you are with drag and drop, and of course text relativity when you're finished designing your landing page on how to send it instead of we normally do CMS users, but since we're talking about landing pages, when you send it to your content director or marketing manager. Okay. Um, so first of all, so let's start. Okay. Let me give you the setup. So the setup is very simple design flexibility. We're going to talk about a lot about marketing plugins, which is the main part of this webinar. Content management, how to deal with content, how to send it to your content manager, and of course duplicating websites for A/B testing and so on. Okay, so first of all, before you even create the website, you need to set up to a landing page. You need to set up your dashboard. Okay, you need to start with branding your domain. Of course, every time that you publish a website, or in our case, a landing page, it's always going to be under webydo.com. Okay, you want to publish things under yannboba.com, for example, which is also a domain that I purchased. To do that, we need to go, sorry, I don't understand why I went to, we need to go to our domain provider and just set up a few things that I'm going to show you right now. So number one, yes, we need to log into our domain provider. Second of all, we select the manage DNS, okay, or it's similar. I know that I'm personally using GoDaddy. A lot of domain providers, they just put the name manage DNS, add an A record, okay, and the host name needs to be a star, okay, and it has to be pointed to the following IP address: 107.178.253.32, and then you click on save, and that's it. And you let us do the rest. Of course, you're going to get an email confirmation that that's why I wanted to go to the dashboard. You're going to have an email confirmation that your dashboard is branded. Okay, you can see here, publish sites under your own domain name. Okay, after you do this step, we do the rest, and we make sure that that all your landing pages are under your domain name. On top of that, you want to remove Webydo from HTML code. Okay, it's extremely important because, of course, it's important that it doesn't capture Webydo in every time you publish your landing page. This is going to be your own login page. Okay, if your marketing director, content manager needs to log into the landing page itself, we're going to review that very soon. This is the login and the dashboard logo. As you can see on the top left, you see my logo here. Great. So let's talk a bit about design flexibility. Exactly how flexible we are in terms of designing. So let me tell you this, something that you will be expecting very soon, and something that we currently have, which is the simple drag and drop. You see how flexible you are just by dragging and dropping elements into the canvas, okay? It's exactly like in Photoshop. You also have keyboard shortcuts like in Photoshop, such as duplicating, which is Command D. Okay, I know in Photoshop it's Command J to duplicate a layer. Okay. Also, by the way, we are going to hopefully soon, well, not hopefully, we are going to release the new layers, the new layers panel. At the moment, we have the most basic one, but very soon I'm going to be doing a webinar on the new layers panel, and yeah, I'm going to show you how extremely similar, if not better, it is than Photoshop. Okay. All right. So we just talked about how flexible I am. What I wanted to mention most importantly is text relativity. Okay. Text relativity is a pretty important function to have when creating landing pages. It pushes down all elements while your content manager is adding the content. Okay. So to do this, let's go here, for example, you see design means business. And you're going to see here, there's a button that says, there's a button on that element. If you click on that button right now, when you drag and drop a text, you see that it's normal, nothing happens. So you need to click right here. This is text relativity. Okay. This means, okay, that if, let's say, your content manager gets into the platform, which, by the way, if you want to know how your content manager sees the website, you just need to click on content mode, and that's it. So design means business. Let's start typing a few things. You can see that automatically, if I press enter, my elements will move down. If I do backspace, elements will move back up. Okay, so you can see that text relativity is pretty much important, especially when your content manager is adding, changing, updating text, putting more lines into it. Okay, so again, I just put how to activate your text relativity. So you drag and drop a text element in case you're doing that, and of course you select the small round button that is located on the bottom left of the text element. Okay, it doesn't have to be text, it could be paragraph, and it could also be title. Fonts. A lot of you are asking, how can I change font or put a specific font into my website? It's extremely easy. Okay, you have two ways to do it. Either you go on, sorry, I'm just going to close that to show you better. Either you go to View, Paragraph Style, or you can double click, and you're going to see that automatically you have a design panel that changed to the font design panel. Okay, you're going to click on font, and you're going to have a variety of fonts that we have, and then you're going to see a button that says add fonts. A pop-up window will appear. You can add Google fonts. Okay, so you have a variety of Google fonts. So we have all fonts from Google. You can upload your own fonts. Okay, let me just do it. Click on upload new fonts. So you can upload fonts from your computer. Let's see what I have. There. No, I don't have fonts. Do I have fonts here? Okay. So Georgia. Too many. So I have 3 fonts here. Ditto. Okay. I click open, and it automatically adds to my site. Okay, if I want to take them off, I take them off. And you can also connect Typekit fonts. Okay, you need to have a Typekit account, and you have to have your own fonts into your Adobe Typekit, and then you simply put the Typekit token, and you're good to go. All right, so double click on the text, choose font, choose the Add Fonts button, and then you just simply need to upload your font. Click OK, and then select again the font that you want. Buttons. We call in web design, especially in marketing, we call normal buttons CTA buttons. CTA stands for Call to Action buttons. Okay. So first of all, you can lose those buttons where you have to have a shape, make it round, basically do what you normally do on a shape, and then put text into it. Today we have full functioning with over 30 effects buttons. Okay, let me just show you how flexible you are with these buttons. If you go on preview, you see here, this is a CTA button. If I hover over, this is the effect that I added. I can do basically whatever I want with it. To do that, you go to your elements panel, buttons. You have a variety of buttons here. I chose the radius button, the round button. Okay, so you're very flexible as if it was a shape. Again, you do as you please. So everything is done through the properties panel here for the buttons. Okay, so let's replicate exactly this, the download now button. So let's do download now, right? And the text style is the same thing as your paragraph style. So the first thing that you need to do before you even create a button and you assign the font itself is to create inside the paragraph style a text called button. Okay, so let's create a new one. Let's call it CTA. Okay, you create a new one by clicking Save as a new style. You click Check, make sure that it's centered. Choose the font that you want. Make sure that it's white. Oh no, we want it to be black. So CTA. So I created a paragraph style. Okay, I called it CTA. I customized it, and now I'm ready to use it. So I'm going to click on the button, text style, CTA, as you can see. Okay. Here you can see you have, I don't know, like 20 effects, 10 background effects and 10 border effects, I think even more. And you also have additional effects when you roll over with your mouse on the button itself. Okay, so you have these hang. Whatever. Okay, so let's choose a background, which is black. And because I'm black on white, I'm going to choose this when I hover over. I always like to put both of them, even though it's not necessary. And text hover color, meaning that when you hover with your mouse, has to be changed to, let's say, white. Cool. Let's go on preview. Scroll down. Boom. Okay. Let's go back. All right, so adding CTA buttons, I explained it to you. At the end of the webinar, this presentation will be sent to you, so don't worry with all the steps, okay? CTA is call to action buttons, okay? Cool. CRO tools. So now I'm going to go over the most important part, which are CRO tools, which are marketing tools, plugins, basically anything that you can use to gather emails, to lead them to a different page, to lead them to the website. I just wanted to point out, landing pages do not have menus. Landing pages don't have anything and no inner pages. It has to lead to a certain something somewhere. Normally, it leads to a sign up page, login to the main website. Just remember, don't put any menus inside the landing page. Okay, so first of all, before I show you the plugins that Webydo has to offer, I want to show you what you can do with just adding code to the site. Okay. So yeah, so adding code to the site is very easy. I mean, you don't need to know anything. You don't need to be code savvy at all. It's really just a simple copy paste because you're going to be working on marketing tools. Okay. So again, a lot of, well, I would say even most marketing tool websites provide you with code snippets that you copy and paste into your site. Okay, so there are two ways that you can paste code on your website. So you can do it with adding code to the page itself, or adding code as if it was an iframe, but in Webydo, we don't have that anymore. Okay, so adding code to page. Let me just show you what to do when you need to add code to the page. So marketing websites will give you like script codes. So what you need to do, you need to go to pages. Under home, you're going to click on the code icon here. And you're going to have two tabs. Add code to page, add code to all pages. In our case, we're only working on one page. And you're going to see the head. The script, the JavaScript that they give you need to be put on the head. Okay. Now, there is another way that I wanted to point out that that you're able to add code to the site as well, is through our HTML widget. Now, sorry, I'm missing a D here. To do that, you're going to go on your Elements panel. You're going to select the HTML tab, drag and drop the HTML element, and inside that element you can insert your code, or if you want more advanced properties of that code that you pasted in here, you can put head, CSS, and JavaScript. Now this element lets you, it's not an iframe. Okay, a lot of web builders have not exactly the same element. They have the same element, but instead of integrating the code into your website, it's basically iframing it, meaning that when you publish, you're going to see on the source code iframe and the code that you put inside. Now, we used to have that, and we changed that completely. We made sure that it's not going to iframe it, but it's going to integrate the code that you pasted inside the website, inside your landing page or website. But this is not the subject of this webinar. I do want to go over marketing tools. So the first marketing tool that I'm going to use is called SumoMe. Okay, SumoMe lets you make pop-ups. It lets you do a bunch of things. Just by the way, if you go on Webydo right now and we scroll down, I mean, it should. Oh, here you go. So you have we call this the hello bar. Okay, so request a live demo and you're scheduled for the demo, right? So I'm going to show you how to use that, but for your own landing page or website even. So I'm already logged into Sumo. I'm going to go to my sites. When you create an account with Sumo, which by the way, it's completely free, 100% free. There are premium features, but it's completely free. This is the Webydo. No, I want to go to my account. Sorry, give me a minute. Let me log in. Yeah, there you go. Whoops, delete. Okay, so let's add a new website. First of all, I need to publish this website. Before I publish this website, I do want to change the site number, etc., etc. So what I need to do, I need to go back to my dashboard. There you go. So I'm going to go to the settings of the landing page or the site. I'm going to have general, so I can name my website. Domain and email, so I can add a new domain. Design, let's call it perfect screen. Let's call it LP for landing page. Perfect screen. .yannbobot.com. There you go. I add it, and now I'm going to set it as a primary, and now I can go in, republish, and you're going to see that it's exactly the subdomain that I have inserted. There you go. LP perfect screen yannbobot.com. Perfect. Amazing. So I'm going to copy this because SumoMe is going to ask me where do you want my extension to go. So we're going to paste my website, add site. Cool. Automatically, they're going to send you this script. It's already copied to the clipboard. Okay, that's how smart they are. So it's already copied. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here, pages, home. So under home, I clicked on add code to site, and here I'm just going to paste it. There you go. You're not coding whatsoever. You're not doing anything. Okay. And then you publish because it needs to be published. Cool. I also want to add that it's extremely important to put a page title, okay, that we're going to go over very soon. So we can now visit the site, which is going to lead me to the site itself. And you're going to see on the top right, this is the panel. Only you can see that, okay? Let's go back to Sumo. You can reach to the panel through here. There you go. Let's choose List Builder. List Builder is a plugin to gather a list, okay, of emails, for example. So yes, no, continue the app. I want to design the app first. There you go. I have nothing inside. Let's create a new pop-up. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to create a pop-up. Let's call it LP Weby'nar. Weby'nar because it's Webydo. Okay, let's go. All right, so what do I want? I want to collect emails. I want to add a call to action button, as you can see here. I want to get social shares, collect info through custom code. So what do I want? I want to gather emails. Now, at the bottom, let's click on design. How do I want to design it? So it's really, really easy to do. Okay, so the background, I'm just going to change a bit. Kind of no Webydo colors, if I'm not mistaken. It's wait. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to click. Oh, sorry. I'm going to click inside, change that, upload my media. So let's go to Yann. I forgot where I put the logo. Oh, I think I know. I apologize. LP recording. LP magnet landing page. There you go. It should be. There you go. Aha. Okay. Are you as excited to see what am I going to do? I'm for sure excited to show you exactly how it works. Okay, so have I uploaded that? This. Save, please. There you go. Okay, cool. But again, I forgot what color is this. Let's analyze that very quickly. Oh dear. Aha, there you go. Okay, I'm just going to copy that. This is the background. Perfect. Cool. The no thanks, I don't want it, so I'm going to delete it. This will be also the same color. Wonderful. Let's call this you give email, we give ebook. Cool. And let's change that to not 32, 26. That's good. Here, instead of sign up, I will say don't, no worries. Let's call it no worries. We don't spam. Perfect. All good. Now visibility. So they have the smart mode, which means that they basically choose how many times it's going to show, but you also have the manual mode that lets you decide what you're going to do. Okay, so you can, a visitor hasn't seen a pop-up in 1 month, so put it back. Okay, I don't want a month, I want an hour, 2 hours. Okay, 2. Okay, timed show pop-up after 5 3 seconds. If a visitor hasn't seen a pop-up in 2 hours. Cool. Next, success. The success is like a thank you, okay, but it has its own. I didn't design it, so you're going to see the normal default one. And all you need to do is, oh, you can also connect to an email service, such as MailChimp, such as Infusionsoft, anything. So this is kind of a premium feature, but don't worry about it. Save and exit. Are you saving a saved pop-up? Do you want to enable it now? Yes. Okay, cool. So this is my website. Let's copy that. Oh, let's copy the link and let's open incognito window. Paste it here. I'm going to send it to you as well. Okay, and you're going to see, I'm going to scroll down and you're going to see a pop-up happening. Should be happening in 2 seconds. I don't know why it's not working. I sent it to you. Why don't you test it? Oh, it was off. Now it's on. Sorry. Let's refresh that. Let's try it again. Am I missing something? No, not this one. List builders on. Let's edit it. No visibility. This is the design mode. Visibility. Show pop-up after 3 seconds. Oh, worked on my side. Okay, I see that it works. I don't know. Oh, here we go. There you go. Works for me too. Okay, happy that it works. Okay, so you can see that, you just designed it. You just copy the code that SumoMe gave you, and you put it on the head of the code. This is how to add code. Okay. All right. So this is 1. 2. I wanted to show you something extremely, extremely cool called GetsIControl. Okay. Before I show you GetsIControl, this is a plugin that is done through the Weby'do platform. You don't need code for it. You don't need anything for it. But before I continue, I continue with it. I know I said I was separating my webinar into 3 parts. So, and I kind of passed through the CRO tool. So go ahead. I'm just going to give you guys like around 5 minutes so I can show you what type of plugins we're going to use. Go ahead, ask as many questions as you want. Go. We have a question from Ellen. Where can I access this presentation? It will be sent to you after the webinar. I think it's going to be sent to you guys on Sunday. Because it has to convert. We want to send you all everything at once. So we want to publish it on our page. We want to publish the recording of the webinar into our page, and we also want to send the presentation to all of our clients. Okay, so we have a question from Rick. How can I create a button using an image and hover a different pic? Wonderful, wonderful question. Let me just show you right now. What you're looking for is not a button. It's called a hover effect. A hover effect is under galleries, and you're going to see hover effects. Okay, I'm just going to walk you through very quickly. So there's an image where you upload your image, and then you're going to see display different image on hover. So check that and upload the new image. If you go on preview, you're going to see that when I hover over it, it changes images at the same time. Okay, hope it answered that. I'm sure it answered your question. Okay. Okay, is there a way to create a section on the page that acts like Ajax where you don't have to reload a new page? Meaning, how can you just load a section on a page from either a menu or button? I don't sure if I understand this specific question. Do you want to when every time that somebody accesses this page, do you want it to load to a different section, meaning kind of an anchor but without a menu? If so, let me know. There's a code to it. There's a JavaScript to it. If you ask your account manager, I think I sent it to all the account manager, not account managers, managers, all the customer success managers. If in any case we have this this question, so let your customer success manager know, and I'm sure, like I'm positive I even sent this to one of the guys. Okay, question from Rick. Will we be able to name each layer when layers are available? Yes. Not only that, okay, so this is kind of a spoiler alert, and I'm sorry, Webydo. Layers will be like the following. Number one, you can rename every layer. Number two, you can group layers. Number three, you can lock layers from yourself as well. Number four, you can really move layers like Photoshop, putting layers on top of other layers, so elements will be on top of other elements. You can also when there are going to be three sections. There are going to be the important sections. Important sections have parallax, pinned positions, etc. And you have the normal, which is the main static ones. And then you have the footer. So also layers, you're going to have a section that whatever element that you put on the footer will be under the footer section of the layers. Other than that, I'm not saying anything else. I'm currently not QA testing. I'm testing the layers so that when the time comes and we release the layers, I can do an amazing webinar for you guys. Okay, other question from Christine. Will this landing page design be available in our dashboard? We have a lot of, I think we have 3 landing pages, landing page templates. This specific one is a Webydo one. So I don't think I'm allowed to share the design itself. I mean, technically you can copy that, but again, it's under the rights of Webydo. I wouldn't suggest that. We have like around 3 landing pages on landing page templates on Webydo. Try them out. You can modify them, and personally, I think they're sometimes even better. So yeah. Other question from Daniel. When I import my own fonts, are those visible on all browsers like Chrome or Firefox? Yes, with one exception, Internet Explorer. I personally hate Internet Explorer, and I'm sure that Internet Explorer also hates Internet Explorer. But to answer that question fully, it would be wise to upload fonts if by any chance your clients only look at your website on Internet Explorer, to upload fonts that are I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, EOT and WOFF. Okay, so if you upload them in this format, I think you should be good to go. Okay, I'm very new to Webydo. This is a question from Zach. I'm very new to Webydo. Why use Sumo instead of using a pop-up element from the Elements panel? Getting there in a minute. Okay, so I have to stop. Too many questions. I apologize. Let's move on. I'm going to stop again. I'm going to answer questions again, and we're going to move on to the last section, which is very easy, and then you can ask as many questions as you want. All right, so let me delete that. So what I want to go over right now is plugins for marketers. Not plugins for marketers. I want to get into a plugin from Webydo. Okay, so whether you want a pop-up window, whether you want social plugins, whether you want promos and forms, to answer that question, Zach, we have a plugin called GetsIControl. Okay, first of all, you need to have an account with GetsIControl. Let's go to GetsIControl. Okay, login. I mean, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. You can do it from your studio. plugins, GetsIControl. Now you're going to see an element, okay, that you'll be able to hide here under the properties panel. Okay, don't hide it yet. Set up yourself and then hide it. So let's double click. Boom. It prompts you to open an account. To open an account if you don't have an account, or log in. There you go. Just takes time. Let me delete that so I can do everything with you guys. So yeah, so now I'm logged in. This is how you see your dashboard. So before I get into that, let me close that. Sorry. What I wanted to show you is what can you do with GetsIControl. We're gonna do one, but I want to show you what you can do with GetsIControl. So widget, you can have a subscribe, contact, promo, survey, follow, share, and chat. Let's say, for example, promo. What's really cool about this plugin is that you can set the way that the promo is displayed however you want. And this is really, really, really nice. Okay, so for example, if you want it to appear as a pop-up, there you go. If you want it to appear as a sort of a pop-up, but on the bottom left, not a problem. Bottom right, not a problem. Top, banner, you get the idea. Bottom, on the side, on the other side, you get the idea. Okay, this is why, whoops, sorry, this is not where I want it to go. Oh, let's double click. Okay, cool. Number one, let's go to site settings, change that site because this is not the site. So it's exactly the same thing as SumoMe. Where's my website? Let's publish. There you go. Let's copy that. Amazing. Site settings, and we're going to click on rename. Delete that. So it asks you for what is your website? Where are we putting the plugin? Click save, then install. Okay, so pay attention. What you need to do, unless if it does automatically, you're going to see a script, like again, same thing. But here on the properties panel, it's going to ask you enter your GetsIControl ID. Okay, the ID is located at the last, well, not the last line, but let's say the before last line, this, okay, 7026. We're going to copy that and paste it here. Press enter, and there you go. So again, let's double click, and now let's create our widget. So create widget. Let's say we want people to share my website. Okay, I want it. So what's really cool about GetsIControl, it actually gives you a working preview. Okay, this is the preview. This is the working preview. Okay, if you want on mobile, this is how they do it. Okay, so let's have a look. So what do we want? We want apply theme. No, I don't want to apply theme. Use native colors to social. There you go. Okay. Cool. Let's go to the content. Share on Facebook. Share on Twitter. Let's add a button. I want to share on Google+. I want to share on LinkedIn. I want to share on WhatsApp. This is new. Okay, behavior. Same thing, very similar to SumoMe. No more than once frequency. Stop to display widget. Never. Don't unless if this is what your content manager is asking. Other than that, you keep it to never. Start displaying the widget at once. And of course, you have targeting. Again, this is more advanced. Click OK. That's it. And you activate it. Let's just check the settings, install, check codes. Let me check. I think I need to publish, but I remember not. Yeah, I need to publish. And then it'll work. There you go. And now I'm just showing everyone. I hope you can see. Share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share on Google. On Google, I'm making it smaller, and while I'm making it smaller, well, again, maybe on my browser it's not displaying correctly. But if you look at it on your phone, it's gonna be working properly. Okay, so now This element, just click hide elements from canvas. There you go. Okay, you can access it, do whatever you want. If you want to show it again, and voila. All right. So this is about GetsIControl. Now, let's say right now what I'm going to go over, I would say it's the most coolest part of this webinar. Okay, so stay focused. Imagine creating a Webydo form, okay, as you want. This is my Webydo form, okay. Whoops. Fine. This is my Webydo form. I can add as many fields as I want. I can do basically whatever I want. I designed it as if I'm designing it in Photoshop, okay. What I want to do, I want to connect this form into my MailChimp account. All right, so to do that, we need something extremely cool and really, I mean, not joking about it. This is, I've used it to even build, I've used it to build a backend, a database with it, without a single line of code. So this is my Webydo form that you connect with Zapier. Zapier is your solution to use, to automate, to integrate everything, all the common tools that you use on a daily basis automatically. And then it connects to MailChimp. It's very simple. We're not going to use a single line of code. Okay. Let me show you how. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to go to the following website. Okay. Everything will be sent to you at the end of when we upload the webinar. But I'm going to send it to you all right now through the group chat. We need to go to parse.zapier.com, and we also need to open zapier.com. Again, these tools are completely free, okay, with the option of a premium account. So I go to parse.zapier.com. I'm going to paste it here. This is the first thing that you do. You open an account with them. They don't spam. I never got an email from them. Never. Okay, so mailbox. What you need to do, you need to create a mailbox. Why? Because the information, the data that you will be collecting through the Webydo form needs to be extracted through parse.zapier.com. So we're going to create a new mailbox. There you go. The new mailbox has been created. Send an email to this email so that they can trigger, oh, we just got an email. Whoops, sorry. We just got an email. Now let's work with it. So you're going to copy this this email. You're going to go to your Webydo, to your studio, and if you see on my properties panel, you're going to add that email there. Okay, press enter. Now I always put, for I just want to know when I get an email, I want to get a notification, so I also put my personal email. Okay, and then I'm going to hit publish. Okay, so remember, you need to have 3 tabs opened. You need to have your parse.zapier, your Zapier account, and of course, not forgetting MailChimp. Okay. Now, in the meantime, let's just put John Rosen, at rosen.com. Okay. Let's click download now. I didn't trigger a thank you. This is the normal thank you. So now it should be sending an email to parse.zapier, and at the same time, it should be sending an email to myself as well. Okay. In the meantime, now because it's a new, I created a new mailbox. It's all new. It's going to take a bit of time. So in the meantime, what we're going to do, we're going to create our first campaign through MailChimp. Okay. So I need to first create a list before I create a campaign. Oh, sorry, told me lists. There you go. Yes, it has been a while since. Let me just delete that. Delete. because I want to do it with you guys, and it's important that we all do together. So create list. List name, LP webinar. Default from email address, Yann at Webydo. Name, Yann. Remind people that they signed up to your list, reminding you that you signed up to my list. Company organization, yada yada, we're good to go. Notification, daily summary, one by one for unsubscribing. Let's just say one by one, subscribe notification as they happen. Click on save, and that's it. You created your list. That's all you need. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened on my Gmail. Let's see if I got the email. Your website, new form submission from your website. So let's go here. Let's refresh. Should be having it. Did I do it correctly? So you see, you need to make sure that you did everything correctly to test it, of course. Let's try Yann. Webydo. Yann at webydo.com. Oh, somebody already did that. Thank you guys. Okay, so it's just a matter of time before I get that. Okay, so try and get into the website and I don't know, try to enter your details, and let's see if it's going to catch the email starting now. Okay. In the meantime, I will answer questions. Okay. Okay, how do we know? We have a question from Jed. How do we know how secure and safe these plugins are? They are completely safe. Let me show you. Number one, GetsIControl is secure. Okay, HTTPS, which by the way, we do offer HTTPS. Okay, we do offer SSL certificates. Now I have a specific SSL certificate of 30%. Just email me and I'll send it to you. It will. We didn't offer it yet. Okay, so just email me the certificate and I'll be happy to send it over the coupon code. Yes, we do now. We provide SSL to our sites, but to answer your question, this website is secure because any website that is taking payment online has to be secure. If not, do not put your credit card in. That's number one. Number two, SumoMe. HTTPS. And plus, I can guarantee you that they are completely safe. All marketing companies use these to gather emails, to create their campaigns, to do basically everything. Of course, MailChimp, Zapier, everyone. Okay. All right. So I got. Oh, there you go. Okay. So I got new submission from your website. And where am I? Let me close this. There you go. Okay. So this is the first one that came in. This is how. So it changes. Okay. The website waited until it got an email. Now that it got. So all you need to do is select here first name Yann. So you want name. Okay. You're naming what you want. So it changes. After that, last name will be last name. And instead of a name, it has to be first name. There you go. Sorry. And business email is email. That's how you name it. This is what you want to extract. You name what you want to extract. So you want to extract the first name, so Yann is the first name. Last name, Webydo, so you want to extract the last name, which is last name, and the business email, this is what you want to extract. Then what you're going to do, save address and template. That's it. Other than that, you do not touch it. Okay? Now, we can close that, go back to Zapier, and you have a dashboard here. Let's make a Zap. It's extremely, extremely easy. Again, I'm not touching any line of code. So just a small recap. You open, you create a list. Whoops, sorry. On MailChimp, okay? This is my list. I have nothing. I'm gonna create your list. Then you open an account with parse.zapier.com and you create an account and you create a mailbox with them, okay? And you, on your Weby'nar form, you're gonna add the email to parse.zapier and to yourself to make sure everything works fine. And once it sends an email, parse.zapier lets you extract that, a specific information that you want only, and then we make a Zap to extract that information and to send it to MailChimp. To do that, we need Zapier. So what we did is that, sorry, let me just close that for now. What we did is that we created a new Zap. Okay, so choose app, email parser. It's called email parser. Let's click on email parser. So it triggers when you get a new email, save and continue. Then it tells you what email do you want. So connect a new account, authorize. So it really gets the account that is already open through parse.zapier. Save and continue. If you click here, it's going to show you exactly the email that it's going to, where it's going to extract the information. There you go. So this is the same mailbox as you can see. So UJH. It's exactly the same thing. So it knows. Don't worry about it. Very simple. Continue. Is that your email? Yes. Fetch and continue. And success. View your email. As you can see, this is the email that it got. Okay, so it see that it works. Wonderful. So you triggered the new email. This is the first section. Now, what do you want to do? You want to send it to MailChimp. So you click MailChimp. This is your second action. So add, update, subscriber. Save and continue. Let's make a new MailChimp account. Yann, yes. There you go. Save and continue. So the list. What list is it? The list that I created, LP Weby'nar. If you have multiple lists, it's going to automatically present you multiple lists. Subscriber email. So what you need to do is, because you have a lot of choices, but you need to start with parse. Okay, because it's parse.zapier. So what you want to gather is the parse output email. There you go. That's it. Double opt-in, no. Send welcome email, I don't need to for this one. Update existing, not exactly. Replace groups, whatever. This I'm not gonna pay attention. You can do it on your own. First name, parse. Sorry. Click here, add, and parse. Output, first name. Last name, parse. Output, last name. Continue. Oh, please check the following. Step 1 has an error. Okay. Test success. Cool. Mailbox. Cool. View your email. Cool. Now MailChimp. Add. Oh, sorry. I guess it's a small bug on Zapier. Okay, so the list, LP Weby'nar subscriber, email John Rosen, double opt-in, no. First name John, last name Rosen. Fetch and create and continue. Testing. L name, email, F name, John. Okay, so I already sent it. I think it sent it. If not, try again. It's going to take a few seconds. Finish. Name your Zap. LP MailChimp. Your Zap is on. There you go. See it on your dashboard. And again, I'm on a free plan here. Okay, and the Zap will be created instantly. So let's go on email. Let's refresh that. Let's take a few minutes. So try again. Okay, now that I created the whole Zap, why don't you get into the website again and submit your information. Whoops, sorry. Submit your information, and I'll see it here on MailChimp directly. From where? From this. So yeah, so it took a few steps, but we managed to do it. Did I use a single line of code? Absolutely not. So yeah, so in the meantime, try it until this refreshes correctly, and I'll answer more emails because I have a lot of emails. How do you automate? Okay, we have a question from Ellen. How do you automate sending them the ebook after they sign up on a page? Okay, so they sign up on a page. It's all done through Zapier. So try to imagine like this: they sign up to the page. It sends a Zap. It extracts that email. That email can make a Zap to send an email back of a PDF or a specific URL where the PDF is located. So you can really automate it. Get the email, update on your MailChimp list. If it's updated or if it's added, send an email back with an attachment, which is the PDF, or with the URL that has the PDF in it. We have a question from Juan Louis. How can I create a navigation indicator? I'm not sure what you mean by that indicator. Please elaborate. Okay. I just wanted to point out, I am looking into really, instead of doing this whole Zapier, parse.zapier, it would really be cool to connect our Webydo forms directly to MailChimp. Okay. I don't know where it's headed right now. Okay, but we'll for sure let you guys know. Answering more questions. First of all, let me just refresh that. And there you go, John Rosen, subscribed. Contact rating, you have it. Okay, I will answer more questions because I think I'm done with CRO tools if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm done with CRO tools. Okay, so will Webydo make the control panels pop out for users working with multiple screens? Not sure what you mean by that. This is a question from Rick. I'll skip it if you can explain more what you mean by that. Okay, so many today elect. We have a question from Steve. Many today elect to turn off pop-ups on their browsers. I suppose this means that this Sumo pop-up will not work. If in this case, what do you suggest as an alternative to Okay, so Steven asked the question: what happens if users click on unsubscribe to your list, okay, or to your email, or basically things like that. So SumoMe, GetsIControl, a lot of plugins, a lot of marketing tools. If they get the email, if they cannot request to opt out of a pop-up that you put on your website. That's in other words, it means, hey, don't put your code anymore when I log in. You can trigger. It can also trigger a geolocation, which means that in a certain IP address, if they selected not to receive those pop-ups because they want to get into your site, because you have a website and they want to get into your website, then okay, I guess I'm not a marketer. I'm more of a designer, front-end dev, etc. I'm not a front-end dev. I like playing with code, let's say. What I wanted to say is I think there is a way to trigger a way to, if by a certain IP address they don't want to see this pop-up anymore, then it will trigger not to have this pop-up seen anymore. Okay, and of course, I think I showed you on the SumoMe. If somebody clicks out to and reappear with the same IP address, it will appear after 2 hours or 2 months or 2 weeks or 2 years even. It depends with you. Okay, we have a question from Ellen. Can I connect a form with a website? You can only connect forms with emails. You can lead the users later on to a website, meaning that if you go on Webydo here, you have edit message on page. Okay, it means that the thank you message can be a thank you message on page, and you can also, the confirmation option, you have either you leave a message on page and you can customize it, or redirect a link, a page inside Webydo, or a link itself, a URL, and you put the URL where you want to send them after they submit the form. Okay, question from Steven. With different screen sizes, can the GetsIControl icons be placed to different locations on the screen? Yes, it's done through the control panel of GetsIControl. Okay, we have a question from Rick. I think folks need a form built, adding payment when they sign up. After payment is received, the data is dumped into your Mailchimp. There are many ways to do it, and you can definitely do it again in countless ways. Let us know, and I'm sure we can help you do that. Sumo versus Zapier, just a personal preference or a benefit, or are the benefits of one over the other? Personally, Sumo, because you can connect it through Mailchimp directly. But if you're free to pay a premium plan to connect it, not a problem. If you're looking to use something for free, then Zapier. Okay, so let's continue. Let me just refresh that. Okay, we're good. Okay. Next, I'm gonna try and make it as quick as possible because I know we've already used 1 hour. I want to show you Facebook and Twitter open graph. So let's say you want to share your landing page or your website into Facebook, which is fine. But the thing is, you want to share the landing page with you want to share the landing page correctly. You don't want it to show a bunch of code and it's all messed up. And I mean, generally what you normally do, you insert a certain code so that when you share your website, meaning that let's publish that. You don't mind. There you go. And let me just open my. Oh, 1 minute, please. Just open my other account, my personal account. There. Okay. Facebook. Let's go on Facebook. And let me paste that. I hope I haven't done it already. Okay, so you see, share this book. Okay, so I already put description on it, but I have home here. I mean, I want to share my website correctly. I want to share my landing page correctly. So in the beginning, we used to have the option where you can just simply add code to the site itself, like we did before. But we have a new feature where it lets you actually to do everything without touching, again, a single line of code. Now, generally what you need, it's something like this: OG URL, OG title, OG description, OG image. most of the time, you're looking to have an image when you're sharing your landing page. So to do that, you need to go to pages, and you can see, select the page, in this case, home. Instead of home, I want to say design for the perfect screen. Okay. That's for the page title. So it should show me the OG title. The OG URL is going to be this URL, lpperfectscreen.yannboba.com. Let's click OK. You need to click OK to make sure that it's properly saved. Sorry. And then SEO for description. Let me just copy that. There you go. There you go. So it takes the title, it takes the description. All I'm missing right now is the image. Page image for social sharing. Click here. Lead magnet, where is it? I think I have it under Yann. I have so many of this screenshot. No. Oh, there you go. Opening graph tag. There you go. So I'm going to upload this. And you're going to see the trash bin is right next to it. Click OK. Close that. Let's publish that. Now let's share it. Now it's going to take time. It's not going to scrap again, which is why I like to just go on Facebook. Whoops, Facebook Open Graph. It's called Facebook and Twitter Open Graph. And we want to debug it, debugger. Open Graph debugger, there you go. So it's from Facebook. They just ask you to put the URL. Let me just see if it's done automatically now. Oh, here we go. It's done automatically. Oh, no. Okay, so if you don't do exactly what I just did right now on our website, Facebook will guess an image, and this is what you're sharing. And again, it didn't share my home. It didn't share book with your fellow whatever. Let's click on this. This is what it shows. You need to scrape again. If you scrape again, it's going to show you exactly the changes. There you go. Design for the perfect screen. We teamed up exactly like I just showed you. Okay, and now let's refresh that. What's on your mind? This. You see the change. You see the change. Okay, so on my presentation, this is what you need to do. You go to pages, you select the gear icon, you insert the page title and the description if you want to. Insert the page URL, upload your image, and the Webydo Studio does the rest. Simple as that. Now, I'm going to leave, no, let's continue because I want to keep the last part for answering questions. We want to finish as soon as we can. So, you're done with everything. Mazel tov. What you need to do right now is basically what you want to do right now is to finish this design and send it to your content editor. Okay, we're not talking about clients. Clients is for websites. Landing pages is for companies. And you want to send this landing page to your content manager. So let's do that. To do that, simply go to the Webydo landing page, select settings, and you're going to go to the CMS section. This is really adding a CMS. Email address, let's say yann@yann.org. Okay. Yann123. Click save. Capabilities, content editing only, and that's it. And what you're providing with your content manager, just going to open incognito mode, is this link. The link that you have under my branding, your own login page, just paste it here. Okay, my logo, as I showed you before. Email Yann@yann.org. webydo.org, right? And password Yann123. Click login. It's going to log in. This is the website that I built, Webydo landing page. Yes, it is loading. Let's click inside. It's going to load the studio. And me, as the content manager, can update certain things. So design for the perfect screen, exactly like I showed you, as if it was content mode. As you can see, it's very relative to all the elements. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so this is exactly what I put. This is what I'm going to send you to set up the CMS user. Go to your dashboard, select the gear icon, go to CMS tab, fill in the details, and then save. And then all you need to do is publish it, and you're good to go. Okay, so questions before we finish this webinar. No, I think I answered a lot of questions. Okay, I think we're actually, okay, so the content in the download button is blocked until the person signs up correct. You can set this up as well. Okay, right now I didn't set it up. You can set up rules. If the person is not connected or doesn't have gmail.org, don't accept gmail.org. You have conditions like that, like these. And these companies, these marketing companies, they already have these rules integrated into every form, every detail. Okay, we have a question from Christian. How do we install Facebook Pixel? I'm not very sure what you mean by that. If you can elaborate a bit, please, what you mean by that. Okay, so Steven explained to me the question that he had before with GetsIControl and the positions. He wanted to know if he can position GetsIControl on mobile. Let's see. I'm not sure, but let's see. Log in. Let's do it together. Edit. Okay, so you have different options. Okay, so if it's like this, if it's a pop-up, if it's supposed to be like at the top left or right, I think you see this button, and then when you click it pops up, or it pops up automatically. So I don't think you have the same flexibility of positioning with GetsIControl. Okay, question from Zach. What did I create on how did I create my presentation on Google Slides? Okay, it's exactly the same thing as Office. I don't even remember how it's called. I use everything from Google. Question from Tim: can you use reCAPTCHA on Webydo sites to prevent spam from robots? Okay, just to explain to the rest of the audience, the question is, I don't know if you guys remember, every time that we fill in a form, we just need to prove that we're not a robot. To do that, we need to answer either a question, to insert a number on a field, to insert a number that they show us on the field, so it's kind of a bit weird, or to choose from a variety of pictures which one is a grocery store, for example. And if we do that, we confirm that we're not a robot, and then we're prompted into what the master user set us to have, or the designer or the developer let us do after we choose. To answer that question, of course, we don't have that option yet. This is something that we're thinking of putting in as well. We're actually thinking of redesigning the Webydo form itself. Okay, like we did with the menus. I really suggest checking it out. So yeah, so try and check it out. And yeah, to answer your question, we're looking into having that feature available in the near future. Okay, question from Keith. This is a bit outside the scope of this presentation, but is there any documentation available to utilize Webydo in conjunction with Shopify e-commerce? There isn't any documentation. I'll be straightforward with you. Number one, we do have e-commerce. You should try it out. Number two, I think that Shopify provides a widget in HTML, like I showed you before, an HTML CSS widget that you copy the code and you paste it on your Webydo website, and whatever shop you have on Shopify will appear on the Webydo. Try to Google it. I am not sure. I don't want to give you a wrong answer. Okay, if I advertise on Facebook, can I install Facebook Pixel to follow, for example, your customers for retargeting? Yes. It's done. It's done automatically. It's all done through the Facebook dashboard. You need to tell Facebook, look, I'm tracking a certain website or a certain link or a certain URL landing page. I want to know how many impressions. I want to know basically anything. This is how I think this is how it normally works. Okay, but yeah, this is how it normally works. Oh, okay. So Rick explained his question. Will Webydo make control panels pop out of the users working with multiple screens like Photoshop? I can use my full screen as a design area, and all my panels can be put on another screen. Will Webydo make it? I have no idea. Is it a good idea? Absolutely. Will I recommend it? Yes. So, not very sure. I mean, for now, multiple panels, I'm not sure. Not very sure. Not very sure. Let's see. Next question. Okay, so the last three, and we're going to be done because it's getting pretty late. So the only real difference between Sumo and Zapier is that you get more as free service from Sumo. Yeah, in many ways. I mean, Sumo gets emails. Okay, Zapier sends it to your Mailchimp. I think Zapier, you get more from Zapier through Zapier. Sorry, it's a small step, but you get more from Zapier because it integrates with Mailchimp. It integrates with basically anything. So use Zapier. Sumo, it could integrate with Mailchimp if you have kind of a premium account. Okay, so I mean, if you're willing to invest, not a problem, do that. And Sumo is really not expensive. So yeah, do with Sumo if you're ready to invest a certain amount per month, you're good to go. But if you want to use only free tools, go to Zapier. Okay, we have a question from Peter. Is there a way to load different sections of a page from menu buttons without reloading a new full page? I emailed my account manager, but if you have a quick explanation, I can try quickly. That would be great. I don't have the source code. I don't have the code with me. If you can wait until Sunday, it would be we'll send you the code after this webinar. The minute that I get home, I'm going to search for the code. I'm going to send it to you. Okay. Question from Steve. If I use various widgets, they put their logo on the free version. Is it the same for those that you have shown us today? What do you mean various widgets? I mean, right now the platform itself is mine. I'm white labeling my own platform. Okay, if you want to use widgets, other sites, and have the logo, that's not a problem. All right. Okay, so I know there are a lot of questions, and I apologize. So first of all, thank you very much for coming to this webinar. It was really, really, really fun. I hope you guys had as much fun as I had, like every webinar. And next webinar will be amazing as well. Again, if you have any questions, please do ask your account manager, your customer success manager. If it's code related, they'll ask the developers or myself if I know anything, and we'll be more than happy to help. So go ahead. Again, thank you very much. Wish you an amazing day, night, afternoon, whatever. Hope you finish your coffee on time. Again, thank you very much, and goodbye.